the 22nd Biennial Symposium of the Northern Wild Sheep and Goat Council. My name is Kevin Hurley. I work for the Wild Sheep Foundation. I did work for the state of Wyoming Game and Fish Department, but I've been able to be involved with the council since 1982, and since 1992 I've volunteered to be the exec director, and so 28 years of that and 38 years of involvement. So got a lot of longtime friends and colleagues here joining us virtually. Hope everybody's individually and family and friends are getting through this COVID chaos and staying safe. So obviously we've had to adapt a lot of on-the-fly adjustments from our April in-person in Canmore that was postponed, and we opted in August to go this route, late August, early September, just because we had to get after the organization. So we're all learning. Everybody's got differential levels of skills and knowledge on all this virtual business, but we appreciate everybody's flexibility and patience. We really appreciate Rob Harris and Jenna Curtis. There are two wizards behind the curtain. They work for Alberta Environment and Parks in their engagement section, their IT folks. They've been a huge asset, and they're behind the curtains, like I said, pulling levers and switching buttons. So thank you for that. It takes an entire committee to put something like this together. And so in a moment, I'm going to introduce Beth McCollum, who's been the chair of this, and I'll let her recognize her committee members. And one of the things that people have asked about, we've got these Zoom presentations. Rob and Jenna are recording these, and our intent is to post these to the YouTube channel. Our webmaster for the council has started a YouTube channel for the Northern Wild Sheep and Goat Council. So we do need permission from the presenters that we can post their presentations. And so I think the best mechanism to do that is to work through their moderators and have their moderators take a mini poll of their presenters in their sessions and find out if people are okay to post their presentations or not to YouTube. And then those should be accessible free of charge. And we'll have the links on our website. And so we've got a lot of after the fact work to do to get that up. We still intend to publish hard copy proceedings like we have in the past, but we'll also have these presentations up. So if people missed or want to go back and review or revisit somebody's presentation, they can do that. As of 8 a.m. this morning, we had 230 registrants, and it's climbing. And so we figured, a good in-person might be 110 to 140 people. And so maybe we'll, double that almost, and let more people attend and participate and watch than typically would, especially given travel restrictions on budgets from different agencies, et cetera. So one thing I will say is overnight, I've got the agenda and PowerPoint put together for tomorrow morning for the business meeting. And what I might do is try to send that out to the registrants as a PDF, just so folks have that as well. But anyway, first off, again, welcome and thank everybody for participating and for their efforts. I did want to mention we had incredible funding support from more than a dozen agencies and organizations and businesses and corporations. And so just want to give thanks to those sponsors who helped us put this on. When we decided to switch to a virtual forum, we went back to every donor asking, what would they like us to do with the monies that they've provided? And without fail, they all said, keep it invested in the 2020 symposium. If there are costs associated with, post-symposium activity, getting these posted, et cetera, and or roll this forward to the 2022, which hopefully will be back in person. But I'm not going to read them all, but you can see the logos, and it's with great thanks that we have these many sponsors for this year's symposium. One thing that we're trying this afternoon, I think at about 4, make sure on the time, 3:50. So, and of course, we're all on Mountain Standard Time, but we're going to show a 23-minute, or not show, we're going to provide a link, and you can see it at the bottom if you want to screenshot that now, but it will be posted again later. And we've got 25 minutes set up for people to, cut away, click on that link, and watch this. This is a film that I'll describe later this afternoon, but we thought that would be an addition. And then you can imagine who was the brains behind the Battle of the Bands and having a virtual social tonight. But Kirby Smith, one of the Alberta Organizing Committee folks, talked about this, and he took on the role. And so we're going to have a virtual social. So I hope everybody's got a adult beverage of their choice, but we'll have some interaction. It's not the same as being there or standing at a bonfire. The last time it was hosted in Alberta was in 2004 in Kananaskis country. And I remember we had a great barbecue and a big outdoor venue and a fire and all that. But anyhow, let's move on. At this point, I'd like to introduce the chair of the 2020 Alberta Organizing Committee, and that would be Beth McCollum with Bighorn Technologies. So Beth, thank you, and take it away.